A certain fella didn't want to visit Disney World without his grandparents, so what's a pop-up to do but make it so? We needed a bigger boat just to contain Quincy's excitement when Cinderella's castle came into view. Once through the main gate, all of the beauty and splendor of Main Street, USA was there to fill the senses.
The world was such a wholesome place of cheer.
Could there have been a more excitable child? Doubt it.
You gotta dig a little deep to find out who you are.
We reached Cinderella's castle just in time for Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair stage show. I could say with confidence that every character that Q had hoped to see was on that stage. If we had done nothing else, mission was accomplished that day. But wait, there's more. We found our first ride of the day at Adventureland, the magic carpets of Aladdin.
He did it! We're flying! We're really flying!
I did it!
You did it!
In Frontierland, a visit to Country Bear Musical Jamboree was the obvious choice. Let's see how many tunes you'll recognize.
For 5 bears who need no introduction, but I'll give them one anyway. Settle in. Bring all your friends. We don't believe in more to come.
Till I reach the end, and then I start again. No, I won't leave.
Now when did you last let your heart decide?
I can open your eyes.
The necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you.
I got caught up in the aesthetics, the colors, textures, lighting. It was all beautiful. Now, who can resist the colonial photo ops found in Liberty Square? Princess Fairytale Hall in Fantasyland was a surprisingly huge hit, and Rapunzel was our first princess to meet. We were all quite surprised at Quincy's display of shyness. However, Princess Tiana seemed to break the ice, and it was quite clear how comfortable Q had become.
You're not a good speller, aren't you? My name is Kiana. Do you know how to spell my name? It's okay if you don't.
Trust me when I say, no one saw that hug coming. Next up, Princess Elena of Avalor. She's new on the scene to me, but apparently familiar to Quincy.
Quincy, you're waltzing!
If you had told me that morning my grandson would dance a waltz with Cinderella, I wouldn't have believed you. It's safe to say that Quincy has overcome his shyness and taken on a more princely stance around female royalty. If for nothing more than nostalgia, It's a Small World is a must, especially with small children. Quincy calls this the ride with the toys. We caught the end of the Festival of Fantasy parade while park hopping to Hollywood Studios. Now, to get there, we decided to take the monorail to EPCOT and catch the Skyliner way on the other end of the park. As you can see, the trek through EPCOT was absolutely gorgeous. With a little more time, this would have been a great spot for us to explore and enjoy. But we were on a bigger mission, Galaxy's Edge, and time was of the essence. As a huge fan of the Star Wars franchise, Disney's Hollywood Studios could not be missed. Star Tours was our first ride, and since Buzz and Woody were so close, we had to say hello. There was time for one more ride, and we saved the best for last. Rise of the Resistance, which would prove to be a life-changing experience for Quincy.
I've been tasked with getting you to Bakara.
Ship is now under the command of the First Order. You will disembark and head down the hall for processing and interrogation. Now go.
By now, Q was trying to figure out just how we made it into outer space, and I can't blame him for believing.
Keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport and supervise your children.
Look at those wide eyes, taking in as much as they could. If you weren't a Star Wars fan going into this, well, you just might be by the time you're done. Disney's Imagineers outdid themselves by making this galaxy a little less far away.
Raise the shields.
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to run. You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the Resistance.
Now, Q had barely blinked the entire ride, and like many others before, what's coming next just might rattle his cage. Nope, passed with flying colors, and it was at that moment a Jedi was born and a Pop made proud.
Okay, you're clear.
One family, 4 generations, together making memories at the happiest place on earth. That's a blessing. Thanks for watching, and please be sure to subscribe to Dove Life.